guys, my name is Courtney and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing my August TBR. August has always been like a weird reading month for me because it's almost always the month before I go back to school. This year is the month before I go back for my final year of grad school, thank God. It's kind of sad, it's my final summer break, I guess. But it's always a weird month for me because I end up reading a bunch of things that I have on my shelf, kind of to cull my TBR shelf down before I go back to college. But as you can see, this is my TBR shelf and I basically don't really have that many books on it. So a lot of what I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be purchasing, which is, it feels very weird to me because normally I just end up reading a bunch of random stuff. But anyway, I did end up buying a couple books at the beginning of this month already, and I have plans for stuff that's coming out this month to read. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first couple things I'm going to be purchasing when they come out is the Yona volume and the Aoharu Ride volume. These come out every 2 months. They're kind of a standard for me. I buy them when they come out, I read them when they come out. It's just something I do every 2 months. And then as far as other stuff goes in the manga category, I am hopefully going to be finishing the Full Metal Alchemist series. I bought this series for quarantine and I want to finish it before I go back to college so that I can leave these thick books here. And yeah, I only have 3 left, so I think it'll be pretty easy. And yeah, I love the series, so I'm excited to finish it off. As far as physical books go, there's a couple that I have my eye on that I've bought already. You know, if I can finish everything that I've already talked about and these 2 books which I bought, then I'm gonna end up buying a lot of random books this month. The first book I have is A Beautiful Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. This is the second book in an Absolutely Remarkable Things series, which is basically about this young, recently college graduate student. I think she's a graphic designer or something in that creative graphic realm. And basically she films a YouTube video of this statue. It goes viral and these statues start popping up everywhere around the world, and it's kind of her hijinks from there. I love the first book. It was so great and I'm excited to read the sequel. And then the next book I have is another adult sci-fi book. Really surprising for me. I don't read a lot of sci-fi, but this is Axiom's End, which is a novel by Lindsay Ellis. I love Lindsay Ellis's videos. I trust that she's going to be a good writer. I know nothing about this except that there's aliens and it's set in 2007, so that'll be interesting. I'm not really one for alien stories, but Hank Green kind of tied me over where I ended up actually really enjoying it, so I'm hoping I will really like this as well. And then as far as other books that I'm planning on reading this month, there is one release that comes out in the middle of August, which is Ray Bearer. I've kind of heard early buzz about this book, people that had arcs of it. It's a fantasy book. I'm not sure if it's multi-perspective, but I know it's like a big cast of characters who are in some relation to gods and godlike powers and stuff like that. It just sounded really up my alley in terms of fantasy and what I like in fantasy, and so I'm really excited for it. But yeah, that does it with my TBR plans. I know exactly what I want to read this month, what I want to finish, and I don't have a lot on my TBR, or at least I don't have a lot physically here with me at my house, so that's great. I'm really looking forward to everything that I'm going to read this month. So let me know what you guys are planning to read in the comments down below. I'd love to hear, and I will see you guys later with my thoughts when I read these books.